Hi, Mark here from the Tangibound Podcast Network and host of the flagship show, the Tangibound Podcast. Did you know that we over at Tangibound are always looking for amazing podcasts to promote? And did you also know that we are also proud nerds and geeks of everything from movies, music, gaming, TV shows, and comic books to wrestling, MMA, soccer, and football? Whatever you can nerd or geek out about, we've got it. And if you're interested, we can help you find it. And if you're a show looking for a place to call home, we've got you covered. Side effects may include upset stomach, dizziness, tumors, shakes, and in some rare cases, death from excessive laughter. Though to be fair, it's only sometimes. Other side effects may include diarrhea, gallstones, heart palpitations, and strong desire for cookies on the dark side. Talk to your doctor and visit TangiboundNetwork.com and see if Tangibound Network is right for you.
Hello, and welcome to the Moving the Needle podcast, where we ask, what moves you? Excellent or bogus? Did anyone do the right thing? Do you mess with the Zohan? With me tonight to discuss Do the Right Thing, Rocky versus Creed, childhood, guilty pleasures, a test of time, you don't mess with the Zohan, once upon a time in Hollywood. With me tonight is Stephanie.
Hello.
Roy. Hello. And Heno. Yo, we want to thank you for listening on iTunes. We're also available on Spotify, just about everywhere you can find podcasts. We are, so come on now,
Google
let
Play.
us know. Email us at mtnpodcast@gmail.com or on facebook.com/mtnpod. Twitter and tweet us at mtnpod. There's so many ways to find us.
Welcome to the podcast from Temperance Town, the sexiest podcast of world renowned. Tony grows a beard to hide his chin, swaps it with Earl so it glistens. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Download the pod, you won't get enough of these dapper chaps talking deadly fluff. In Hobo Gulch they run a homeless mission, clanging and banging with the pentagram of kittens. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. They enjoy their whiskey and local craft beer. By Odin's unkempt pubis we give a cheer. Tony's a raccoon when he's booziest. Don't be a savage, be an enthusiast. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. On the frozen tundra they call it a lock. Tony likes to masturbate in a sock. Brian pisses rocks cause it feels so great. I still don't know who the fuck is Tate. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. The boys will let you know when there's a spurter. Due to male pattern baldness, they don't wear curlers. Stay salty, people, that's their closing line. And don't forget, have a beer, you'll be fine. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty language.
Testly.
What's happening? This is Salty Language,
Test,
episode 491.
Deep hurting.
Accurate. You know, running.
Yeah.
To 2021. We're doing it.
Yeah.
We're taking it over again.
Yep. New year, new us.
New year. Wait, what?
No. Fuck that noise.
Yeah.
You know, I listened to a podcast the other night called the Happiness Lab, and I listen to it normally, but they did an episode on the whole like New Year, New Me thing. You know, basically talking about how that's really a shitty way to start the year, because basically what you're doing is you're, for lack of this wasn't as elegantly put as the psychologist or whatever, or psychiatrist she talked to put it, but it's basically like if you sat down and was like, you know, why I'm a piece of shit list, and then you just write down all the things.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Yeah.
Why am I a piece of shit?
Yeah. Like,
Wait,
yo,
what? That don't even rhyme.
the mirror
That's
just
number one. You can't rhyme.
right. The mirror just breaks. It's like I ain't got time for this shit. And then Stone Cold comes
like
out.
The Simpsons haunted house when it just like sucks into itself
Yeah.
into its oblivion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, wow, that house would rather consume itself than live with the Simpsons.
Yep. There you go.
Perfecto.
Perfecto.
Yeah.
Now,
Now, I've seen a lot of people, obviously, on the social medias, like, hey, what's your New Year's resolutions? And I know we've talked about this in the past, that neither of us are resolution types and stuff, but I've been a little more vocal about it lately because of thinking of it, like, after listening to that podcast about from the mental health approach of it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the whole, like, don't, if you want to make change, make the change, don't, that'd be like right now, if there was something in my life I wanted to change, I wouldn't be like, well, I guess I'm waiting until next New Year,
yeah,
it's
like February, 15th rolls by and you're like, you know what? I need to floss more, but I'm gonna wait till next January. So, good luck, teeth.
Yeah, right.
Have at you, gums. I'll see you in a year, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just, we talk about that different times on the Crazy Life, more about like, if there's something about your life you don't like, don't wait. Like you said, don't wait a full year or 3 months, 2 weeks. Just start. Shuffling your feet in that direction.
Right.
Speaking of a change, dude, I've mentioned to you a few times, I follow Action Bronson on Instagram, right?
Oh, yeah.
And brother man's he's down to like, I think he's in his like 180s, or he's sub 200 now.
Wow, good for him.
He's lost, like, I think I read it was like 140 or 170 pounds, just busting his ass in the gym. I mean, if you watch his videos and shit, man, I mean, he was posting some squats the other day with where he's got weight on his shoulders.
Yeah.
Dude, he's getting some legs on him. Like, he's looking like he's starting to get some power lifter legs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
Nice.
he played football, I guess, like, I don't know, I'm assuming high school, whatever. So, from watching Fuck That's Delicious, he's got a little spring in his step and everything. But probably, which I'm sure helped his once he started getting going in the weight room, it probably kind of came back, a little bit.
Right.
But
that old beast woke up in the
right.
cave.
So I'm watching Ridiculousness the other night, and the episode they had Bronson on there, and it was, it's from a few years ago, and I'm like, holy shit, it's like seeing an old video of like Ron Funches now.
Oh yeah, right.
Where he's lost all that weight. It's just like, holy shit, it looks like a totally different guy. Yeah,
right.
It's amazing how different they look. But
I mean, I remember, when I first started watching Fuck That's Delicious, and then like season 3, and he was noticeably much heavier.
Yeah.
I mean, that life of becoming a popular rapper, you could tell, and loving food.
Right.
You could definitely tell we're catching up to him a wee bit.
Yep. And, that's the other thing, though, is like you watch his Instagram, like he's still eating,
Yeah.
Like he's probably just not like sucking down cheeseburgers and shit. He's eating, but I don't think he really was that dude anyway, to a lot of extent, because if you watch him on Fuck That's Delicious, like with the palate he has, I don't see him going, like eating McDonald's 5 days a week. You know what I mean?
But I could see him eating like a lot of good,
exactly,
high quality
yep,
food.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Like, walking in, looking at the menu, being like, I should probably try everything.
Yeah. Well, you probably, there's probably plenty of times like on Fuck That's Delicious, where a chef invites him in and is like, I'm going to make a spread for you. And they just feed him all the things and whatever. But yeah, it's good on him though, man, for putting the work in. I mean, man,
for sure, right?
He's killing himself in that gym, but he's looking good. What's funny is he still got the fat dude thing of he's still wearing shirts that are like 5X,
Oh, right. Yeah.
So you can't really see, the change in him until if he puts on something that fits him better.
Right.
You know? But in the meantime, because it's like Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith's lost a bunch of weight, you know, and other than in his face and neck, he still was wearing like the hockey jerseys and stuff that are way too huge,
and the big coats. And,
yeah. So it's like you can't tell anything. And I know, like I said, that's one of those where in your head a lot of times you still see yourself as that 3X, 5X dude. You know, you don't see yourself as, holy shit, I wear an extra large now. You know,
right.
Like I'm gonna show my curves off, girl. You know,
Wait till it's bikini season.
Yep. Dude, I would so do that if I lost a bunch of weight. Do I'm gonna do a swimsuit calendar, and I just get all the old swimsuits that I could. You know, the stripe ones that are like the full body suits. And
I mean, it could be the salty language sexiest calendar on the wall.
Oh man, that wall would melt from the heat. You know,
right?
That pure sexual heat.
People have to buy and sign a waiver.
Yeah, you better hope you have something.
We're not getting no class action lawsuits for all these house fires.
Right. You picture the infomercial down the road. Has your house caught on fire because you bought a salty language calendar? Then call Shyster and Shyster Law Firm at blah, 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 blah. You know?
Exactly.
We'll get money for you. And,
Whatever, Trevor.
So did you do anything for New Year's? Different? Or?
Hell no.
Yeah.
I mean, the kids are here, so we hung out and played games and all that shit and just had a time.
Yeah.
That was actually the day we did Christmas 2.0 too.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
So that was cool.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Nice.
But
I got to ask really quick because you told me off podcast what you had got for Leah. How did that go over? I need an update.
Well, it was in a giant box. I mean, it was we got her a pillow that was probably about 4 feet long, and it basically looked like a giant baguette. Did I ever show you that picture of it, Brian?
Yes. Yeah, you did.
Okay. Yeah, it's a very convincing baguette, too.
Right. Like the type you'll wake up one of these nights and be like, why is half my pillow gone and why am I so full?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So, it was in the biggest box, and she was like, oh, God, I hope that big box isn't for me. And it's like, well, it is. She's like, oh, all right. Mm-hmm. And then she's ripping through the tape and everything, and then she just opens up, and she's like, is this just a giant baguette? We're like, yeah, it is. And she's like, I kind of love it. It is a cool pillow.
Can you imagine if it was just a giant, like a 4-foot baguette?
Like an actual baguette.
Like sandwiches for days.
Like it's a little stale, but you were supposed to open it Christmas weekend. So I don't know.
Right. You're like, and she's like, let me guess, this other box is olive oil, right?
Oh yeah, big bowl of olive oil and herbs and spices.
Yeah, for sure. Just rub a little bread in there and.
Oh hell yeah, that's a tasty meal right there.
For sure. I don't know that I want 4 feet of it, but
not till you get into it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
No, it went really good though. It was like New Year's, it was New Year's.
Yeah.
It's like gone out of the days of like going to get hammered.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And stumble around a yard and shit. I mean, it was just I had a couple beers, we played games, and then it was like 10 till, and we had the New Year's Eve countdown streaming. I didn't actually watch it until I rolled around the corner, and because I heard the awful music performances that were happening.
Fair enough.
Oh my God! And then I saw the abomination that was the actual New Year's show. Did you see any of this?
I didn't see. I mean, I saw like moments, and that was it. I didn't really see anything.
I mean, it's Times Square, and it was very surreal looking.
Yeah, because it was empty.
Or
mostly
for little like corrals.
Yeah.
Or I'm assuming families or whatever. And I can't even imagine how much that shit costs.
I did catch that some of them were like first responders that were invited, that were allowed to go there. I
respect that.
Yeah. Although it's got to be kind of weird. It's like, hey, you're one of the few selected to go stand like 20 feet from someone else. It's kind of
in a corral.
Mm-hmm.
While you're surrounded by fucking dancing Planet Fitness guys, the wacky arm guys that you see outside of like a car dealership.
Right. The ones that taught Sweet D her dance moves.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. Yeah, there was a shitload of those, and they're all Planet. Planet Fitness must have been like, no one's going to jump on New Year's. We're jumping on.
Yeah, seriously.
Because everyone had Planet Fitness hats on. It was everywhere.
Yeah.
And it was just an embarrassment.
That's fair.
Yeah. And then from what I understand, because I thought maybe it was because we were streaming, they dropped the ball late.
Oh, wow.
I said, we were streaming. And I was like, well, maybe that's why. Because even Logan was like, it's already midnight and the ball was coming down.
You'd think if they were going to drop the ball incorrectly timed, it would have been early. Just be like, fuck this year. It's like 10:30. We're fucking dropping the ball because fuck 2020. We're moving on.
The only thing I can maybe say is, technically, New York is ahead of us.
Yeah.
And I know, Eastern, everyone's the same time.
Right.
But technically, with the rotation of the Earth.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, yeah.
So maybe.
I doubt they're that fancy, but yeah.
But I doubt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got Neil deGrasse Tyson and Bill Nye out there in front of the fucking ball drop this year. I'm like, well, actually.
So, it's just like, it was probably the perfect way to end 2020 because, I forgot to record this video-wise. Oh, well.
Yeah.
My background that no one's going to see. It's a dumpster fire. So,
right. Yeah.
I mean, it was a good way to end it with just that shite.
Yeah.
Then I just went to bed,
Yeah. That's what I do love them.
No hangover. That was cool.
Yeah, right.
January 1st or whatever. I
did. I did enjoy the meme of the one where it shows, it's like 3 pictures or whatever, and it's like the last one shows 12:01 and this person's like asleep.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
It's like you're sitting in bed. Okay, the ball dropped.
Yeah. Yeah, that's basically how it was this year.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it was what it was.
I went out with my brother for a little bit, and we went to a couple stores, and it was weird. We went into a Walmart, and while we were in there, it was like, they're like, attention Walmart guests, we'll be closing at 6:00, and it was like 5:45, and I'm looking around, and I'm like, this store's pretty full. Like, I don't think you're going to evacuate this store in 15 minutes. And we leave, and I'm looking at the parking lot going, this parking lot's probably 85% full.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. And I'm also like, well, it was a grocery store too, so people are grabbing last minute stuff for their at-home parties or whatever.
Yeah, they're gatherings they probably shouldn't have been having.
Yeah. Well, it's like we, on the way home drove by Joseph's, and their parking lot was packed.
Oh, I bet. Jesus Christ.
For those who don't know, Joseph's liquor store here. So, yeah, it was kind of weird because a lot of stuff closed at like 7:00. And, as we're going around, it was just kind of weird as you see places closed, but there was still a lot of traffic. And it's like, what is all this traffic from? And it's like, people shouldn't be going to parties. So what the hell's going on? Oh, I know they were, yeah.
Yeah, no one gives a fuck, Brian.
I know.
It's sad.
Yeah, but what are you going to do, right?
My only consolation is if I, for some reason, knock on wood, ever get COVID, at least I get 2 weeks off vacation paid.
That's what you think.
That's the only consolation I have.
Right? Fuck.
And then I'll just lock away probably up here in the little podcast room.
Yeah.
Because obviously I don't want to, food slid under the door.
Dude, it's gonna turn into what's that movie with with James Stewart in it. Or Jimmy Stewart, James Stewart.
Rear Window.
Rear Window, that's it, yeah. You're
going
to be like...
faces the street. I'll be hanging out the window looking at shit.
Yep. Got your telescope out there.
Yeah, exactly. I see you, weird pizza box holder guy.
Yeah.
Yelling at people and shit.
Yeah. Meanwhile, people on the street, they're just going to be like, there's Tony again with this crazy old coot gibberish.
It don't even be Tony. It'd be like, there's that bearded dude that has the mannequin in his yard.
Yeah.
He's always wearing a weird hunter hat and yelling at squirrels.
That's what's going to be happening is you'll be talking to Cousin Eddie the whole time.
He's out there with my arm around his shoulder.
Yeah. Hey, man, you staying warm out here? The robe looks a little short. Let me get you a blanket.
Oh, man.
You build him a fire in the front yard.
Well, I mean, we've had this talk before about people and the COVID.
Yeah,
so,
right.
Whatever. It is what it is. Like yesterday, you know.
There were so many things you were never told.
We were supposed to podcast yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And, dude, I was, like, dead. I don't know why I slept like shit the night before.
Sweet.
And so we're like, let's just go grab some food.
Yeah.
Instead of because I was supposed to come home and make a casserole and all this whole situation. And
sure.
I ended up coming home and not.
Yeah.
Because I was just dead.
Yeah.
So we're like, we'll just go to Frickers, grab some like chicken chunks, come home.
Right.
Dude, it was packed. Like I couldn't believe how busy it was. And I forgot it's Tuesday.
Oh, they have discount.
And they still do like Wing Tuesday,
yeah.
which, you know. But like we walked in, we pulled in a park. I was like, "Holy shit, this place is so busy."
Yeah,
it was weird. And we walk in, and the host is like, "Hey, are you here to pick up food?" I'm like, "No."
Yeah.
She's like, "Okay, I got a couple questions for you." All right. She's like, "Well,
what
do you mind
is your favorite color?"
Yes.
What is your quest?
So she's like, do you mind sitting at a high top table? I'm like, no. She's like, good, because that's the only table I have.
Do you mind sitting by our dumpster?
We call it the Lady in the Tramp section.
Yeah. You can only get spaghetti.
Like, we're like, yeah, fine. We're like, high top table's fine. She's like, okay. It's like, another thing for you is half our kitchen, isn't working right now. So all we can offer is like fried things. So if you're here for chicken chunks and fries, you're good. And we're like, yeah, we're here for chicken. It's like, okay, all right.
And you're like, who the fuck comes here for anything else?
Dude, trust me. Months ago when I went, we went to different Frickers after work. Some of my coworkers.
Yeah.
Dude showed up and ordered a steak. And my first question was to the waitress, I'm like, when the fuck did you guys get steak?
Right. Yeah.
And she's like, we've always had steak. And I looked at him, I'm like, who comes to Frickers and orders a steak?
Yeah.
That's probably Wizard.
Maybe that's what he likes, though, you know?
Maybe that's what he likes. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I couldn't believe how busy. And then it's like, you're looking around, and it's just, it's some of the places on the bar and some of the tables, just you can tell it's just business as usual in their lives.
Yep.
Knocking back beers, arms around each other.
Yeah.
Grabbing, like arm around the waitress. There's a bartender was talking to them, pulling her mask down so they can hear. Like that really interferes.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's just like, oh god, all I want to do is like wing my Dos Equis bottle at her face.
I don't know why people can't seem to get mask voice right. Like all you have to do is just, you know what I think a lot of it is if you have bass in your voice, you'll be fine.
Yes.
Right? But if when you start talking louder, you go nasal, it's harder to hear, in a bar or something like that. Yeah. But with the mask on, I don't know what it is. It's like so many people when they talk and they just start pulling their mask down. And I've actually straight up told people, like, you don't have to pull your mask down. I can hear you fine.
Like, bro, what are you doing?
Like, please don't pull your mask down when you're talking. Or if you're going to, please step, 40, 50 feet away from me.
I mean, I have to, like, at work, I have to fix my mask all the time because all day I'm barking out orders.
Yeah.
Like, directions and shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, sometimes my gator slips off my nose and stuff. I got to readjust it. Sometimes it goes in my mouth when I'm talking.
Yeah. I know. It's the only thing I don't like about those is that I saw... There was an infomercial the other night. I can't think what this thing's called, but it's this little thing that you slide underneath your mask, and it basically pushes your mask out from your mouth and everything.
People wear those. It looks like they have chimp face.
Yeah, and I was like, I get the idea of it. I don't know how well they work, but like you said, but the major downside of wearing the gaiter is there's nothing to like clamp it on your nose.
Yeah,
and to keep it in place. Although I have seen some of the gaiters where they're like a gaiter that also like either ties in the back or something that kind of holds it better in place.
Yeah, I'm about to buy some of those beard-friendly ones because
Yeah.
one, I get sick of looking like a homeless person after work because
Yeah.
it
Oh, it
fucks up
does.
my beard so
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
But two, the way they hang, it would not be going into my mouth like the gators do.
Yeah. That is a
But I
problem.
did buy like an 8-pack of gators so I could
Yeah.
have a clean one every day.
Yeah. I
So-
bought, I don't remember the company I bought from, but it was like buy 2, get 4 free or something like that. And so I've got a bunch too. But I haven't worn some of them because, like you get to choose 2 of them and then the rest are like random. So I picked 2 black ones. And then the
Right.
random ones are all like American flag camouflage. Like I don't want to give in the America we live in now. I'm not sure I want to give off a certain message. You know what I'm saying?
You're not wrong. Like the gator pack I picked was all like these cool patterns, and I got to pick not like it's each pattern, but the pack of patterns.
Oh, okay.
You know, so, and I don't honestly. If it like I've got one that's like sand camo.
Yeah.
I don't give whatever, what it's fine. But I would not have an American flag one or a Don't Tread on Me one.
Well, no, it's not like that, but
Well,
yeah,
but I'm just saying like that
Mm.
shit. I get it.
Right.
But like I've got like an American or a camouflage like helmet liner
Yeah.
because my bald head and hard hat straps don't really get along real well.
Sure.
So
Yeah. That's understandable.
Yeah. Like if someone sent me a gator for like the Punisher skull, I wouldn't. As much as I love the Punisher,
I know it's
I
got
wouldn't-
to. There's a message with it now, though.
there's a message with it. Exactly. I couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Like maybe at home in the mirror, be like, yeah, this looks fucking sick.
Right.
But I wish I could wear this.
Like you're pulling it up over your face, like all the way up,
Yeah,
so the
exactly.
skull's there. Yeah. Like I could cut the eyes out and.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. I need to just get a red one and like I said, a red one and a good wig so I can just pretend I'm a grifter all the time,
Yes.
But
Or not even a good wig. Just just get one
a terrible
anyway,
wig. Oh,
and then just be like middle-aged grifter.
I thought you were meaning I should get a terrible wig, and I was like, that's maybe a better idea.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah. Well, you did offer to your Thor wig to me
Oh, it's true. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm rock. I got it. I'm just saying.
I just love the idea of wearing terrible wigs. I had thought about that like so much. Like I just it's so funny. This is gonna sound so weird, but I'm so jealous of how like a lot of women wear like for their Twitch streams or whatever, they've got all these different like cosplay wigs and all this, and I was like, that's what Tony and I need. We need just terrible wigs to wear during our podcast.
I mean, that would be cool.
That way I can do sassy hair flips,
Definitely.
and
Everyone loves a sassy hair flip.
right? Well, I mean, one of my favorite gifs is that Dave Grohl one where he's got the like wig and he flips his hair a little bit, I use that one a lot.
I mean, it's classic. Let's be honest.
And, one of my favorite pictures on my phone still and always will be, our boy T with that hair flip. Cause
Oh, yeah. Classic.
Classic. Yep.
Classic.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, what about your New Year's? Just kind of hang out and.
Well, yeah, I went out with my brother for a little bit, like I said, and then we got Chinese food, which was good, and then that was it pretty much because everything was closed, so there was really nothing else to do except go home at that point, and and I came home and played some video game. I don't remember even what I played, but yeah, played some video game. But real quick, speaking of video games. I got the NHL 94 Rewind.
Oh, nice.
And was playing a game of that the other night. And boy, howdy, you talk about an adjustment.
Boy, howdy.
Now, again, the controls are pretty simple, right? There's not a lot to it, even though there is, but there isn't. Because there's a whole set of controls for offense, whole set of controls for defense, right? And without the puck, yeah. So, my stupid ass thumb could not quit hitting the damn triangle button, and the triangle button in that game is basically like the pause menu. I don't know why it's not the options button. I don't know why they mapped it the way they did, But while I'm playing, for some stupid-ass reason, instead of keeping my thumb on the X in the circle, area, I keep going up and hitting it. So I'm on a breakaway. I hit triangle. And then I'm like, oh, shit, I hit another button. And it's like, are you sure you want to quit the game? I'm like, no.
I'm like, Jesus, of course not. Holy shit.
I'm like looking at my hand like who's controlling you? It was embarrassing, frankly. I lost my first game, which made me sad.
That's fair.
Although I did get a sick wraparound goal. I got beat 2-1. Played some pretty good defense, but I played as the Red Wings. And one thing I don't like is it doesn't tell you the team rankings when you're choosing your teams, which is weird. Yeah. And I knew the Red Wings were bad, but holy shit, dude, they're rated like 57 or 58.
Jesus Christ.
And I just, how like we used to do where you would just like hold down the button and it just scrolls and then you just stop and play whoever. And I played Nashville and they're rated like 75. But, the game's a little different. Like, how you used to use the poke check a lot? A guy getting near you, poke the puck away from him. That doesn't work as well as it used to. And a couple things. Like, I'm seriously playing it going, God damn, I want to play this more. And it's like, I need to get a Sega Genesis. That's what I need to do.
Yeah, if you want the old school feel, you got to go, back in time, basically.
Right. Now, a couple things I think were really nice touches, which is, like when you're selecting a team, remember it used to show the controller?
Yes.
It doesn't show like a 16-bit PlayStation controller. It shows a controller that looks like that smaller kind of moon-shaped Sega Genesis controller.
I mean, that's kind of cool.
Which was the controller I always used anyway. So, because I hated their big clunky ass Xbox controller, the Duke or whatever that was called.
The Duke.
But I liked that second generation of their controllers, which were smaller and fit the hand better. So, that was kind of cool and stuff. And, you can still straight. I mean, I turned penalties off and straight up was just crushing guys after the play was over, much like we always
naturally
did. Yeah. No injuries that I saw. I don't know if there's blood in it. No fighting to this point.
You got to figure this out, bro.
I know I'm working on it. So,
right.
I gotta get my skills back first. Because part of the way you started a fight, remember, was like you just come in like with all the heat and just crush a dude, and then there'd be a fight. Well, I haven't quite got the timing and stuff right yet. So, and I'm terrible at passing right now. I don't know why, but I cannot set up a one-timer to save my life.
Oh man!
So
you gotta get your skills back.
I know,
son.
That's what I said. It's you know what it is. I need Miyagi-san to put me through a workout.
I mean,
well,
once you figure out the one timer, no can defend.
No can defend. That's accurate though in those games. I mean, if you get the one timer set right, it's impossible to defend it. You just got to pull the goalie to one side essentially, and
right.
Yeah, but anyway, I'll keep trying and see if I can get my shit together in it. If not, I might have to buy a Sega Genesis because I really do miss playing that.
It probably isn't because it's an EA game. I was like, is NHL on the little
the
Pocket
classic
Genesis or whatever?
Probably not. I think you're right. I think
What
because
the hell is that thing called? Genesis.
I don't know. Classico or something.
Remake, remastered, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think so because I don't think they.
Remastered. Oh, it's doing the band Genesis. Nah.
Well, yeah, because you put remastered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Genesis Mini. There you go. Boom.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me see here.
It should be. It's a fucking iconic game. But
Loading.
my friend.
Oh, hey, Sonic. Nice shoes, dick.
But if I buy a Genesis, then I could get Mutant League Hockey again, too.
Well, true, but how much does a Genesis go for?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying, dog?
Probably too much.
Probably.
I think,
Let's see here. So far, no sports games at all, my guy, unless you count Streets of Rage 2.
Which I do.
Kicking ass is a sport.
Right.
Yeah, no, Road Rash 2. Might be worth it just to buy it for that. Yeah, no, it's not available. Genesis Mini.
Sounds like bullshit to me.
It does sound like bullshit, doesn't
Oh my god, never mind. Yeah, I'm probably not going to buy a Genesis. So.
it? Unless you stumble across one like,
At a thrift store or something.
a thrift store or something.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Fuck. Yeah, because it looks like the ones, I mean, without doing a lot of work here, it looks like a good amount of them are like $90. I'd probably get enough use out of it that it'd probably be worth it for me, but also not worth it for me. What would be nice is, I think the controller is part of what's fucking me up. Because I think in my head, I'm wanting that Genesis layout. And the PlayStation doesn't have the same layout. You know? Like, it even though it's only like 3 buttons you're using, it's just the layout makes a difference,
Well, wow. There's some shady people.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Facebook right now.
Oh, yeah.
Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
And one of them, it's a Genesis Mini. And it says it's $70. So Sega Genesis loaded with 40 games.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that's not a Sega Genesis. Don't fuck with me.
Sure it is.
There's a $10 Genesis, but it's probably sus.
Probably.
Works great. Comes with 2 controllers. Why is there a picture of work boots in your...
Why not?
Need it gone, don't have cords for it. Comes with 1 game. Also, there's pictures of work boots. Oh, the 1 game it comes with is a sick choice, Brian.
Yeah.
Tom and Jerry. Frantic Antics. Fucking
How
sick.
the fuck is that the only game you still have? Oh, that's funny. Okay, well this is better. I'm on GameStop's website, and they list like used Genesis. Well, that's almost dangerous. At like $44.99. So
that ain't bad.
No, that I'd probably be willing to pay
what
that.
What you don't know, it's just a console. No cords, no controllers, no nothing.
The real problem will be like, are they going to try to charge me $50 for the fucking game?
Right.
Because that's where I'd get angry.
Wait a minute. What is this Hyperkin Retron 3?
I don't know.
Slow down.
Sounds fancy as hell, though. I'll tell you that.
Well, it says $40. Ships out of Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a console that plays NES, Super Nintendo, and Sega Genesis game cartridges.
Really?
Yeah.
Sounds shady.
Doesn't have any controllers.
It makes it hard to play.
Yeah.
I've heard those are necessary for gameplay.
Just do it with mind bullets.
Yeah. That's telekinesis, Kyle. Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like to look at that old video game stuff.
Yeah.
But now anytime I pull up Facebook, it's going to be like, oh, you're interested in old Genesis stuff?
Duh.
Have I got the stuff for you?
Wait, what was that thing called? The Super what's it now?
Retrocon Hyperkin.
Oh, okay.
Retron.
Well,
there's a Retron 5 out. That was a 3 that guy was selling.
What am I, a savage playing on a 3?
See what a fucking Retron 5 is, my guy.
It's probably got a bidet with it.
Let's see here. Let me click on it.
Jesus Christ, they want $50 for Michael Jackson's Moonwalker?
What?
I don't know about that.
Okay, so the Retron 5, Brian.
Yeah.
It's going to cost you if you want it. Oh, it's out of stock. When it was in stock, it cost you $160.
Jesus Christ.
But it plays Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Famicom, Super Famicom, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and Mega Drive cartridges, which I thought was the same thing.
Good Lord. That's
a lot, right? That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
It is ugly as sin.
Yeah.
And the controller is very sus.
Well, it depends though on like what kind of connection it is. I wonder if you can substitute the controller, because if it's like a USB, they make all sorts of USB. Oh, shit!
Oh my God, he's dying!
Holy shit! Guess how much? I mean, they're out of stock on it apparently, but guess how much they normally want for Mutant League Hockey?
Like $75.
$55. I'm not gonna lie, I'd pay $55 for it, and the reason I would is if I were buying like a brand new NHL hockey game at $60. Which game
You're
do you
not
think
wrong.
I'm gonna play more of?
You're not wrong.
It's gonna be Mutant League Hockey for
Yep,
sure.
Exactly.
The-
For show.
But yeah. Anyway, man, Earthworm Jim.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, enough of this shit. Moving on.
Moving on.
Anyway, though, I did enjoy the game and the retro feel of it for sure. Though it was kind of, even though the new hockey games are slick and look awesome, there was just something so nice about getting that little taste of nostalgia.
Oh yeah, I imagine, right?
Even though it's got current players in it, which is fine. I didn't really care. It could have been all generic players for all I care,
Right.
Although the only downside is I don't think you can do like a season in it. You can do a playoff or just
Right.
like an exhibition game.
Hmm.
I kind of wish there was a season mode to it, but whatever. That's all right.
I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Hey, what are you gonna do?
Oh, wait, oh.
You know what you should just do? I know this is highly frowned upon, but why not just get a USB Sega Genesis controller and just download an emulator
Yeah.
and find the ROM because you owned the cartridge in the past. You probably still have it somewhere in storage, so it's okay.
No, I don't. It got ruined.
No, don't say that you have it.
Yeah, I still have it. I wish I
And
still had it.
and then just play it on your computer or something.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah,
I could.
just saying. That is a thing you can do.
Could. Yeah.
Or get one of those Raspberry Pi guys.
Or we could go visit Cheeto, and I could be like, "Hey, Cheeto, look over there," and steal his Sega Genesis.
Or we can go visit Cheeto and we'd be like, "Hey, Cheeto, look over there," and then we play Sega Genesis, have beers and amazing food.
And then I take it home with me.
The beers and the amazing food or Cheeto?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I guess we're taking everything.
Yeah.
Actually, given that he's got a pretty awesome game room setup, I think maybe I'll just go live with Cheeto. Maybe that's
there you
just
go.
the move, and you can come just
I
visit.
mean, he's probably got like a crawl space or something you can live in.
No, I'm just gonna live in the game room.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I'm just gonna be playing video games all the time. I'll fucking toothpick my eyes open and keep playing games.
Right? Yeah, it's very. He's got to come in with a dropper and put saline in your
Yeah.
eyes.
Make sure that my IV gets changed every once in a while.
Yeah,
empty my piss bucket. Yeah,
Swap out the bedpan.
right.
Yep.
Yeah. It's really embarrassing as he keeps feeding me soup and I keep getting the two buckets mixed up.
Oh God. And vile.
This chicken noodle tastes terrible.
Gee, it tastes like shit. Wait.
Why are there noodles in this?
Our noodles are tapeworms.
Oh yeah. Boy, they'd be starving. All the video games I'd be playing,
Hell yeah.
Oh,
That's why they're trying to get out.
Yeah, yeah.
This ecosystem does not support us anymore, boys. Let's roll.
Right. Like, oh man. Like, well, we had a good run. We were with him for 30 years,
It's time to roll.
Yep. Speaking of weird eating and whatnot, I came to a conclusion this week that
What's up?
I need to stop being. I hate food waste, right?
Yeah, I'm 100%
Right.
with you. On
So
that.
you got something in your fridge, and it's a little sus. We've talked about this before. We're both like, meh. Well,
Yeah, like I'll take a chance.
Yeah.
Right.
I really need to quit doing that.
Oh,
You
you
know?
almost die again.
No, it's just more that I just there's times where I'll eat stuff and then afterwards go kind of like, yeah, that might not have been good, and you and it's like I lucked out that I didn't get sick kind of a thing, I think,
Right.
various times. Although, I've always felt that what that does is that's I'm building my immunity system up, or my immune
I say
system
the
up,
same
right?
thing.
But
like, how is my immune system supposed to fight this if it never sees it?
but it's not supposed to see it in the first place.
Yeah, but that's the I'm trying to get like special forces immune system.
Yeah, right.
You know?
So it's just, I think it's more of that. Is I think I just need to get better about like, hey, that's been in the fridge for 5 days. That's garbage now. That's not
like,
leftovers.
Oh shit, is this Thanksgiving food back here?
Yeah.
Sweet. Throw it in the microwave.
Right?
Fuck yeah, turkey and stuffing.
Yeah. I mean, you look at stuffing, you're like, there might be mold on it. I can't tell. You know?
Like, bro, microwave will kill it. We're good.
Right.
Like, dude, mold can't survive an air fryer.
Yeah.
There's science behind this.
Right. Like, duh. Oh, man. So, yeah, I just think I need to get better about that.
I've had that, I've had those same exact words spoke at me in the past, recent past.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of times, like, oh, hey, I got to go through the fridge to throw this on. I'm like, no, you don't. What do you mean? Like, I took it at lunch yesterday. You ate that?
Yeah, exactly. I actually had those words spoken to me a few days ago.
Yeah,
so
like, yeah, I ate that. What am I?
like, it was still all right.
Yeah, like, it was in plastic. I'm sure it's fine.
Sure, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh boy. So yeah, that's if there is a New Year, New Me moment, that really needs to be one of them. Is I really do need to look at that and go, okay, that's been in there too long, and
stop consuming trash.
Yeah, you are not a garbage disposal.
You want to bet?
I hate seeing food go to waste, though.
Oh, same here, bro.
Although, in fairness, most of it doesn't go to waste here because Jim goes up and he feeds these cats there at his friend Eddie's house. There's cats up there, so he takes food up to them. So a lot of times, if food hits that point, he'll take it up there to where it's still good, but it's a little sus for
fuck
us.
These cats.
Well, I mean, they eat out of dumpsters.
They get sick, they can go puke in the woods.
They eat out of dumpsters and they eat rotten meat,
Yeah, exactly.
So we're generally
They're not used
built.
to fancy living.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're not built for that anymore.
See, that's what I'm trying to change in case the apocalypse happens.
Right.
Which it seems like we're on the way.
Yeah. Sure, giving it the old college try. It seems.
I know. Sure.
Wait. Let me rephrase the old college dropout try.
Yes. In like 6 months, I gotta, if I might have to eat like a bulging can of peas out of someone's pantry.
Delicious. By the way, I don't know why, but when you said pantry, it took me a second to realize you didn't say panty. So that would have been.
They're storing their peas in their panties. They should probably see a doctor.
Is that a can of bulging peas in your pants? Or are you happy to see me?
No and no.
Yeah. Oh, it's just peas.
It's just peas, and they're a little past due, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure it's okay.
They're in a can. How bad could they be?
I've had to talk to myself so many mornings when I'm throwing stuff in my lunchbox. I go,
like when you open the
when
container.
Did we make this? I'm sure it's fine.
You open the container and it says "Hi, morning" to you and asks you for some coffee.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Whoa.
Yeah. Huh. I don't remember that chicken parm being able to talk.
Yeah, crazy.
And then later it's really talking, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh boy, is it singing the song of its people?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah. But boy, this week has really had some suck in it already. A few days ago, our good friend Heno posted that his dog Jax died, which sucked. A whole bunch for him, for me. Like doing podcasting with him, and in the background, I'd see Jax running around and doing shit. So it's, even though he's not my dog, I still feel some connection to him. It's kind of sucky. And then earlier today, Jen texted me and was like, "Hey, you follow the Obscure Gentleman, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course." And she's like, "Did you see James's post?" And I'm like, "No." So I pull it up real quick, and James, former enthusiast guest, his brother Aaron, who does all their artwork and everything, passed away. I don't know, any circumstances. Also, I probably wouldn't really be going into it on here because,
exactly.
privacy.
Like, I have his medical charts
right
here.
But fuck, man, that's a rough one. Aaron was such a good dude, super nice. I talked to him about art and different stuff, different times, and just a cool dude. Always, like willing to even be a keyboard warrior for the right causes and fight for like equality and different stuff within the comics world and different stuff. Just a really good dude and an awesome artist. And if anyone wants to go check out his art, excuse me, I think my Twitter avatar, I switched it back to the one that he drew of me, where I'm sitting at my podcasting mic and stuff. And but if you want to go check out his stuff, check out at Obscure Aaron. That's AARON. He's an Aaron or Aaron. I'm sorry. And or you can check out like The Obscure Gentleman or webcomic and stuff. But man, what a kick in the dick. I feel so awful for James and his family.
Right.
But also, I was in a Twitter group and Aaron was part of that group for a long time and stuff too. So, and unfortunately, he was a guy I always wanted to have on the Enthusiast, and just, it's on me. I just never set it up. So, but yeah, big kick in the dick for the week there.
Right.
Like, all right, 2021 is really firing off on all cylinders.
Yeah, I know, right?
But
I mean, I got a positive. It was right before 2021 though.
All right.
Another former Enthusiast guest, our friend of the show, Casey Pierce.
Yeah.
She won the Gary Reed Independent Creator Award a year.
Yeah.
Creator of the Year Award. Can't talk.
Creator of the Award year.
Man, I'm fucking so tired. Maybe I do have COVID. I'm so tired.
No. Yeah. That's really awesome.
Which is amazing for her.
Sure is.
Congrats and shout outs and all that.
Yeah, for all the hard work she's putting in, because she's certainly doing the work.
Yep.
Doing the
Cue
grind.
Conan music.
Right. No, Conan music, like
Conan,
the talk show host.
Yes.
Oh man. I got a positive today too, which is, Heno and I were talking. We talk a lot about, on life, like sometimes you just kind of feel like you're right where you're supposed to be, or something just happens right as it needs to happen. And it's kind of a interesting coincidence how it does, So I was kind of bummed today because of, learning about Aaron dying. And, I get up and I got a package from UPS and whatever, and I opened it up, and a few weeks ago, Heno and I were talking about, there's a company called C's Candy.
Okay.
And I'd never heard of them. And my mom got sent some candy from them for Christmas. And it was really good and everything. And Heno and I were talking about it, and he was like, oh, I love their peanut brittle bars. And I'm like, yeah, I've never had them. And he's like, what? So, I opened the package today, and for those who aren't watching, because you can't, Heno sent me a box of their peanut brittle bars.
Well, that was nice of him.
And, with a note that said that, this transgression needed to be fixed. So,
I mean, he's not wrong, right?
yeah. So that kind of made me laugh and put a bit of a smile on my face, which was nice and stuff. So, yeah. So that was good.
Nice little thing there.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Nice of him to do that. And I'm sure I'll enjoy the hell out of those. I'm sure my teeth will absolutely hate me, especially since, like you said earlier, I'm waiting until next year to start flossing. So
I mean, it's true. You missed your opportunity.
Right. 2022 is the year of the flossing.
I think that's what it says on the dental zodiac.
The Chinese calendar. It's the year of the floss.
Yeah, the year of the floss.
Yeah. It's the weirdest one on the calendar,
Yeah. 'Tis strange.
Yeah. Like the year of the Floss? Like, I think somebody got this wrong in translation.
Like, but what?
Like, are you sure this isn't like egg noodle or something? Because I could get down on some egg noodles.
Like, no, floss.
Floss? All right.
Unminted, plain ass floss.
That's the brand name too. Plain ass floss.
Yeah,
My favorite.
I would make it.
Yeah.
I'd buy it if it existed.
Plain ass floss. Yeah.
Plain ass floss.
Yep.
You know why, Brian? Because floss is amazing to use to cut soft cheese. And you don't want minted floss for that shit.
No, probably not. Yeah, it's kind of like when you're an almond milk or a nut milk or whatever type of user, and you accidentally buy vanilla, and you accidentally pour it in your macaroni and cheese.
Oh, good googly moogly.
And that first bite, you go, this tastes like garbage.
Like, wow.
Pot and all, right into the garbage.
Wow, that sounds like a terrible time.
Oh, it was bad. I mean, it's not like overpowering vanilla, but still, you don't want your macaroni and cheese to taste like vanilla. Trust me
With
on
a
this.
hint of vanilla.
Trust me on this one. We've added things to macaroni and cheese over the years that have been improvements. Cajun seasoning, definite bonus. Still
Definite
do
improvement.
it. Still do it.
I've got some Cajun seasoning in my spice drawer right now. It's just called Slap Your Mama.
Well, that seems rude.
I know, right?
But also,
it's delicious though.
Yeah, right. So that I'm down for. But vanilla? No, I think I'll not.
Oh.
I'm not gonna be scraping vanilla beans to add to my top secret macaroni and cheese recipe that I don't have.
Are you sure?
Yes. It would be funny
Pumpkin
though.
Spice?
It would be funny though, right? Like to go enter like a macaroni and cheese contest and
Just have like the worst. Like it looks delicious.
Yeah.
But it tastes like trash.
Yeah. Like,
That
why
would be
does
great.
this? What is that?
Like, this is oddly sweet.
Is this
What's the
chocolate?
brown sugar?
Yeah.
What?
I love it. It's so avant-garde.
Like, did you salt your boiling water? No, I sugar it.
Yeah.
What?
Sugar it. Sugar.
My boiling water is actually Mountain Dew.
No. There are people who do that kind of shit. I believe I have
and
seen,
they should probably all be taken out to the woods and shot. I'm just
probably. I know there was a guy. God, I think there's a guy on Twitter that I follow that you know how like some people will boil hot dogs. I think he boiled hot dogs in Mountain Dew.
Oh, God damn it. Like, I'm immediately, whenever it's, like I see boiling hot dogs, unless it's like a dirty water dog truck,
right?
I'm just like, no.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
I'm with you. It's like that needs to go on a grill or a cast iron or something to that effect.
Bro, I got 2 words for you. Air fryer.
Yeah. I haven't done that yet. You know, I didn't even think about doing air fryer hot dogs. I'm going to have to do that.
Dude, did you see my air fryer cinnamon rolls?
I did.
Bro.
Yeah.
I went to this was when Lee was over. I'm like, we're having cinnamon rolls. And I was like, oh, okay. Because they just sounded good to me, you know?
Right.
And
You're like, well, fine. If you guys aren't excited about it, I'll just eat all of them. It's fine.
Basically.
Yeah.
I went to the store, and the cinnamon rolls were like 2 for $4. I'm like, well, clearly I'm buying 2.
Right.
Yeah. And the first batch I made in the oven.
Only 2? You didn't buy like 7 or 8?
I mean, I thought about it, but that seemed excessive.
You're right. 6.
But the first batch I made in the oven, and they were like meh at best.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next batch, I'm like, I'm going to air fry these. And I'm glad I did because I won't ever go back. It's the only way to do it.
That's so funny. You wouldn't think...
It was quicker and they cooked better.
That makes sense. But you would think the air fryer would... Like, the idea of a crispy cinnamon roll doesn't register, you know? Because most of the time they're not. They're soft, they're chewy, they're whatever. But the idea of a crisp one actually... kind of sounds
on the outside, chewy on the inside. What?
That's what I was just gonna say. Is I was like, that actually sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, neat. I'm a big fan of that. Yeah, I've been going through. I've been trying to find more vegetable based recipes and stuff because I've just been eating too much red meat And
just air fry everything. Doesn't matter what it is.
Right. Cereal, everything. Yeah.
If you don't air fry it, waffle it.
Yeah. Air fry my
You only
oatmeal.
need 2 appliances in your kitchen.
You're right. An air fryer and a waffle iron. You're right.
Yeah. You don't even need a fridge.
No. Well, I do for my
fridge.
Wait. What about my overnight oats that I'm then going to pour into my waffle iron?
All right, acceptable.
Okay.
Plus, where else are you going to store food that becomes questionable?
And I gotta keep my beer cold.
But yeah, that's true.
I mean...
Don't you have a fridge? You mean my beer holder?
Yeah. You just open it up. It's just all beer. There's like one little side compartment area that's basically
like the dairy drawer.
Yeah.
Got like a bag of beef jerky, a stick of butter, and I don't know, like half an onion that's been there for 2 years.
Sounds like dinner to me.
Right?
Just slice up that beef jerky on the bias. You know?
Hell yeah. You gotta get that shit tender. You gotta tender it up before you throw it in the waffle iron.
Cook it with that onion. No, I was gonna air fry it, but all right. And then just boom, right into a roll.
Right?
You just gotta have a cheese sauce over the top of it, man. That's the most disgusting Philly I could probably have.
Yeah, I know. We call this the back alley Philly.
Yep.
Yeah. We call this the meth trailer
you know
Philly.
What? It doesn't go into a roll. It goes into a folded corner to corner, like diagonally piece of white bread.
Yeah, but not a nice soft piece of white bread
No,
from the loaf. That
no.
crusty ass heel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes from the callus of the loaf.
Right.
Mmm.
That's good eating.
That's good eating.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If those are the things I had, I would do that.
I would like walk outside and go to my car and go get food.
No, you don't have that option.
Oh,
that's
you
it.
don't?
Nope, that's it.
Oh man, I guess I'm just taking a couple scoops out of the old dog bowl, get some vanilla nut milk in there, and go to town.
Air fry it, yeah.
Air fry it, waffle it.
Oh man, that's hungry. Is when you're like, you know what? I bet if I take this beef pate that's for Mew Mew, I can just mush that right into the waffle iron. It'll be delicious. I'll treat it like it's hash.
Yes. Oh, God. Can't imagine what that smell would be. Oh, my God.
Probably not much worse than hash, really, but...
I mean, I enjoy a corned beef hash.
Oh, I do
too,
yeah.
Like a fucking can of Friskies thrown into a hot waffle iron.
Delicious.
Well, you're throwing that waffle iron away. Unless you're gonna throw,
the fuck you are. That's how I season mine.
Throw the waffle iron away in the bathtub you're in, full of water.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I said the fuck I am. That's how I season all my stuff.
Hell yeah. See what the secret is, Brian? You gotta take that can of Friskies, right?
Mm.
You throw it in the waffle iron. You let that mug go for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Because you want like a briquette. You want like a cat food briquette.
Right. Got to have a nice crust on it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And then you get a microplane, and then you just you shave it off, and then you have like Frisky seasoning.
Delicious. That's a great idea.
Yeah. Like, you want some of my special spices on there?
Okay. So you get a bunch
What
of
is it? Cheddar and bacon, supposedly.
You get a bunch of cans of it, and you make like a meatloaf.
Oh, God.
Air fry.
Well, fuck yeah. Because air fryer.
Or waffle it, I guess. It just depends on if you want like a burger or you want, more of a slab taste. Yeah. Oh, my God.
Slab taste.
Okay, so here's our next move. Our next food truck.
Oh, Jesus.
We're just making everything out of cat food.
Definitely.
But we can only use an air fryer or a waffle iron.
Or waffle iron.
Yeah, that's it. Delicious. Air fry it and then waffle it to get a nice, that way every piece has a nice sear to it.
Like a nice texture
nice
change.
Crunch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, have you ever gone to like a Greasy Spoon and you get meatloaf and to finish it, they throw it on the flat top to put a crunch or a crust on both sides?
Yeah, it's a pro move.
For sure. I love it when I go to a place and that's how the meatloaf is served. Not that I order meatloaf a lot, but I do appreciate that they put that extra effort.
Meatloaf the other night and it was amazing.
Right. Perfect.
Yeah. I finished it off today and it wasn't questionable yet.
It is the most sensual of loaves. So
it's true.
Because, get out of here with your pimento loaf and olive loaf. Fuck those.
I feel
Meatloaf.
like there's
though.
a loaf that I would enjoy though. That isn't bread. Oh, you know what? I've still been wanting to try mortadella. I've never pulled the trigger on it. It's basically that Italian bologna with pistachios in it.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's weird.
I kind of want to try some just to try some, but I don't want to commit to actually going to the deli and getting some.
If you do, remember you have to order it with a stereotypical Italian accent.
Yeah, like, hey, give me a pound and a half of the mortadella.
Yeah. Fuck, what show is that? There's a show that had a sketch like that.
I don't know.
I can't think of it, or a cartoon.
Live.
No, it was Family Guy, I'm pretty sure. I think it was
okay.
Peter goes into a deli and he starts ordering stuff that way. Because he's like, I speak their language or something, and he just starts doing that. And Brian's just...
the gabagoo.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Fair enough.
Like, oh my. Oh my.
Bye.
I watched, real quick, I watched some more episodes of Animaniacs this week.
Yeah.
And I think the episodes where they are getting away from the like current event stuff a little more in the episode were actually felt like old episodes. Like there's one where they basically participate in like the Olympics against this like Arnold Schwarzenegger sounding meathead. And they're doing it because they think that the medals are like chocolate covered coins,
Chocolate covered deliciousness.
Right. And they want chocolate for s'mores. So they compete to try to get this chocolate or whatever. And that's the whole episode. That was pretty funny. Like the gags felt totally like the show used to feel and stuff. And I still say Pinky and the Brain for the most part has been the best part of the reboot. But the episodes they've gotten better.
I still haven't watched any of it yet.
Yeah.
No, we went on a little road trip last weekend too, though.
Yeah.
Because we're just trying to figure out anything to do. Because I asked Leah, I'm like, what do you want? And she's like, I just want to not be in a house. I'm like, all right. So, she's into anime. There's a store just south of Detroit called Anime to Skateboards.
Okay.
I'm
wonder
like,
what they
let's
sell.
Just go take a drive.
If only they tell you what they sell, though.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah. I'm assuming lamps.
And I got to say, it should have been called like roller derby to skateboards and a little anime. That's kind of probably what it should have been called.
Yeah.
But I mean, the store was kind of cool, and I ended up buying
booty shorts.
Like a Daredevil vinyl figure is like the Daredevil Chalupa. It comes with a random vinyl.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I got a fun one. It's just him on a skateboard, whatever.
Right.
But the thing that I'm really proud about is they had this vinyl keychain. It was G.I. Joe versus Transformers.
Nice.
And you can either get an old school G.I. Joe guy or an old school Transformer as a keychain.
Right.
Fucking pulled Snake Eyes, buddy.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I like it.
But yeah, I mean, the store was kind of like I said, it was weird. Like I was expecting something different. We walked in, it was really, really quiet in there. I was expecting music and
yeah, like you expect to go in and hear like punk rock or something or anime music. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was just kind of just there. But I mean, it was kind of cool. But then we went further into Detroit. You ever heard of King's Books?
No, I don't think I have. Maybe. I don't know. It's such a kind of generic name that it doesn't like really.
It might not be something you might not enjoy, but I know you like books and stuff like that.
Yeah, right.
But it's the world's, or not the world's, it's Michigan's largest used bookstore.
Okay.
And
meaning like the books aren't used, just the store is used, right?
The store is used for all kinds of awful things.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it's in this old warehouse, and it's 4 stories of books.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, I've never seen so many books, and it's kind of like chaotic and disorganized, but it's also organized.
Right.
And the aisleways are like, it'd be a great setting for a horror movie because like the aisleways are tight and some of the lights work, some don't work. It's a creaky.
Oh, wow.
But I mean, it was really cool. It was one of those things that I kind of wish I had a little more time, and like if I had things I was actually looking for,
right?
Because I've seen it before on like things to do in Detroit.
Right.
And I looked at my phone because I was trying to figure out something else for to do, and it was 20 minutes from where we were. So I'm like, let's just go.
Yeah.
And man, they had just it was crazy books on book, and then it's like I wish I would have taken more pictures. Leah took some, but I'm not gonna tell people what her Instagram account
Yeah.
is.
Right.
But
Yeah.
like every aisleway was just like handwritten signs, like in Sharpie, and there was weird doodles everywhere, and
Interesting.
it was a really cool experience. And I would, if you're in the area of Detroit, I would recommend going just to check it out.
Yeah.
But fuck, it was strange. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if you like it because of how chaotic and it was kind of almost. It was so tight at times. It was a little like, ugh, a little
Yeah.
claustrophobic.
That might bother me. Yeah, but
the
otherwise,
fact that they had so much stuff.
right.
Like I said, it was like
just
I wish
skateboards
I
all
would've had
over, I
a
imagine.
list of books that I was actually looking for.
That's always my problem. Is like I have one of my wish lists on Amazon is just books, and I've had that list forever, right? And that's basically what I've used it for is I want to read that book, so I'll put it on my Amazon wish list, which I shouldn't do because sometimes listings get pulled on Amazon.
Right.
And they don't tell you what used to be there. Because I used to use it for my Funko Pop wish list. And then I started noticing that it would, as I'm going down, it would be like, this item's no longer available. It's like, great, I don't know what the hell it was. Thanks for,
Thanks, buddy.
You could at least leave what it was there or something.
Right.
So, yeah, I should just start a Google Doc and just start throwing them.
I had, actually, I probably still have it. Now I don't know why I didn't think about when I was there, but I used to put books in my notes on my phone.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was meaning, like Google Docs, something like that. Yeah, just a list somewhere of. That way, I'm not dependent on, like if you were on like Goodreads or something like that, like or even like Barnes and Noble or something. Well, if they go out of business, your wish list is gone.
Right.
I just went through this a little bit with the PlayStation Store because they got rid of wish lists, and I had a bunch of games that were like indie games on there. I'm like, fuck, I don't remember what I had on there.
Right.
Now, unless I stumble across them. Also, what I used to do is from time to time, I just pull up the wish list and look to see if any of them were on sale.
Yeah.
And I bought a decent amount of games that way. And now I can't do that. And, because they decided to get rid of them. And the worst part was,
bro. Fuck you, bro.
If I would have known when they were going to get rid of it, I would have just, copied the stuff down. So I wish I had done that, but I don't know.
I'm kind of surprised actually that we haven't checked out this bookstore before, because the hotel we stay at every time we go to Detroit for a beer fest.
Yeah.
Okay, and say we walk out the front door and we turn right to go get food.
Mm-hmm.
If you turn left and walk a block and a half, it's right there.
Oh wow, yeah, that is surprising. We haven't checked it out then. Wow.
Yeah. Because I was getting some flashbacks when we were leaving, because we went to that bakery that's in Greektown to get some delicious pastries before we left Detroit.
Sure.
And I was like, oh, there's the bank where T's card got sucked in the machine.
God.
He looked totally defeated.
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, oh, there's the Coney Island where I told everyone that they serve breakfast. We had hot dogs and beer for breakfast.
I mean, you weren't wrong.
I wasn't wrong.
They did serve breakfast. It was just hot dogs and beers.
Hot dogs and beer. But yeah,
it's no Ham Palace, but
I really miss. I honestly really miss going to Detroit for stuff. I mean, obviously, right now I can't do dick up there because if you're not getting takeout, you're not doing shit.
Right.
But
someday,
whatever. Someday
we'll find it. The Rainbow Connection.
Goddamn right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm dying.
Speaking of
death, destruction, metal.
No. So I sent Tony a video to watch before we recorded, and for anyone who's not a late night person, you probably haven't seen these, but there's still a phone sex line out there called 1-800-PHONE-SEXY, and they've got just, cheesy, terrible late night phone sex commercials.
I mean, the first 5 minutes are free, I see, according to this still I got here.
Right.
How hard is it for them to? I mean, what do you think happens?
Oh, the first
At the
5 minutes.
5 minute mark.
Yeah.
I mean, I just love to know what the fuck they do to keep you on the line.
Right. Just makes you wonder if they warn you that you're at the 5-minute mark.
Oh, I would set a timer.
Yeah. Like, like you're like, hey, what are you wearing? And she's like, oh, well, I'm wearing blah, blah. And she describes every bit of clothing she's wearing.
Yeah, exactly.
In excruciating.
Well, my shoelaces on my left shoe are pink and purple. And
yeah, I was going to say in excruciating detail. Yep.
And then it's like 4:45. Just go, oh, I finished, and hang up.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
Damn it, another one.
4:59. No matter what's going on, like they're asking you for your credit card info at like 4:59, and you're like, oh, like that gets me going every time. That would be funny.
Oh God, I just picked. Okay, if anyone's gonna, I mean, I don't know where we could put this link at.
Well, we can put it like on the website.
Go to the 22-second mark because that's where I randomly clicked, and it's the best screen cap ever. Because do you have it pulled up, Ryan?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. God damn it! How am I supposed to share this moment with you?
I don't know. Just tell me what's going on. I've seen the commercial a million times.
Well, it's just a perfect screen cap because the dumb, dopey blonde.
Yeah.
Like one eye is completely closed, the other one's at half mast.
Oh, jeez. Well, the reason I sent this to you is because of not the blonde, but the brunette that's in it. Because if you watch her, when she first starts talking, she's all like sultry, but then she opens her eyes real wide and she goes from sultry to this bitch is gonna kill me.
Oh, well, see, now I gotta watch again.
Right, that's what I was telling you. So I'll talk while you rewatch here, but pay attention to her eyes and stuff, like, because she does it, and there's a lot of women that do that when they're trying to be sexy in these things, and I don't think they realize. I see it a lot used to see it a lot on dating apps too, like the pictures. Some of these women have like their eyes open really big, and it's like, yo, you look psycho. You need to, calm it down a little bit because you look like you're gonna like skin someone. So
I saw it for a brief flash there.
Right. Like she's
predatory.
Yeah, she's got like a look where she's all like, call us now, and then she's just got that like, or I'll kill you.
Yeah, like, and what's worse is she kind of like squinted her eyes before, and then they're like wide open.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like she goes from, you're just like whoa, kind of a thing. And every time I watch the commercial, that's all I can focus on is how. I figure if you walked into that room, you're not walking out.
Yeah, no, you're not leaving.
Right. And then, like you mentioned, I always love the phone sex line commercials, because they're always like, the hottest girls are waiting for you. And I think I talked about this before on here, where I was like, yeah, I don't really find most of the ones they have on there attractive. Like, I never have.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
like that blonde has got like comically large tits that are just.
It's like they're so aftermarket parts.
They're so
it doesn't look right on her frame.
They're so 1990s porn tits is what they are.
Yeah, and you can tell it looks like her face was shaved down a little.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, the whole situation. It looks like made a spare parts there, eh, bud?
Yeah. But oh boy, yeah, I laugh at
between the two of them. I find the psychotic brunette far more attractive than the than the Barbie girl.
Yeah, there's something though. Like there's a few they have in their commercials. I'm like, all right, she's all right looking, and then it's like, then they will generally show a couple others, and you're like, what the fuck?
Like, what happened,
dude?
Who are these people?
If you get a chance, there's another one where it's the large with the gigantic rack, or the blonde, the blonde with the gigantic rack, and and another girl, and they're doing like a cookout or whatever, and
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and they're talking about like, come join in the fun, and the one's like, the blonde's like, we're all adults here, so put a hot dog on the grill, and she's holding like these long tongs. Like, they're not doing anything with the grill, but she's got like an apron, I think, and she's holding tongs or whatever. Oh, maybe she doesn't have an apron. Maybe that's just me, but But she's like holding tongs, and she's like, it's like, have a drink, put a hot dog on the grill, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, or I love how a lot of times they're like, come join our fun, by calling us now, or,
or whatever.
Yeah. Or one of them is, God, what is the line? It's something like, the only thing that would make this night any better is a good conversation. I'm like, what?
What? I don't even understand.
Yeah.
Like, you are not the women answering this phone.
Right.
You can barely talk in this commercial.
I'm not going to lie. I want to write their commercials. I really do. I think for me, if there's ever been a dream job, it's writing their commercials or writing the worst sci-fi movies for the Sci-Fi Channel, as we've talked before.
Brian, we can always make a salty language phone sex commercial.
Oh my God. Here's what we do. We just you and I do the commercials and reenact what they do.
Yes, exactly. Oh God, that'd be so terrifying.
Yeah. You picture that commercial there. Like, we've each got the towel wrapped up under our armpits down,
Like, calm down.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are some bizarre. Like, I'm clicking on a couple of them. There's one I'm currently that's playing across my screen.
Please tell me it's the baseball one or the softball one.
I was looking for the softball in the one and the backyard one or whatever.
Yeah.
But it has the, I don't know what we can even call her, the woman with the gigantic tits.
Yeah.
In the background, just like talking on the phone. And honestly, the woman in the foreground is doing the speaking for the commercial.
Yeah.
Is a very attractive lady. She's got, she looks like, what's her name? Fucking Spider-Man's current mom.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I know who you're talking about.
Current Aunt May.
Yeah. I can't think of her name. Fuck.
Marissa Tomei?
Yes.
Yeah, she's got Marissa Tomei face.
Yeah, she does.
And I'm like, oh, that's a good face
that's
to
all
have.
Right. Yeah. That's why I said they've got a couple that you're like, okay.
You got that she-beast behind her. Like, call.
Yeah. Dude, they had one that they played through.
Grilling time. This has got to be
That's it. That's got to be it. Yeah. I want to put the links in the show notes, but like I told Tony, the only problem is, well, I can put them in the show notes. I just have to be, for like on our Facebook or on our website, we can have the link in there.
Right.
So if you get a chance, definitely go check them out because they're just terrible. Or another good way to watch them is if you watch, like I watch Ridiculousness like all night on MTV. If you watch that, they play these commercials all damn night. So yeah, that's another good way of catching them if you'd like to.
Well, according to this website iSpot.tv, the Grilling Time was recently aired during BoJack Horseman on Comedy Central.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it tells you what it was most recently aired on.
Wow.
Which is fun.
All right.
Wow. Yeah, that is...
Do you know
something?
Do you know what they're doing essentially? Is you know like in Playboy how a lot of times like the centerfold or whatever, the Playmates will be like they'll have them in like motorcycle gear and they are like stripping out of the motorcycle gear, but then there'll be just this one shot where they're like nude except for like socks and boots and they're holding the helmet next to them and it's like, yeah, what is the scenario I'm supposed to be imagining here?
Yeah, like, I don't understand.
Yeah, like, she's nude, so that's sexy. I get that, and I'm down for the long socks.
Did you just escape a biker sex cult?
Right. Like,
what is happening?
Was your suit not fire retardant? Like,
yeah.
Did it burn off? Like, what is...
Didn't you learn dress for the ride, not the slide?
It's like, I don't understand. I think that's kind of what they're trying to do in these ads too, is they're trying to build a scenario. But like the one where she's, standing there with the tongs, it's like, why isn't she like working the grill or something? Like seriously, just have patties on the grill and give her a spatula instead.
Yeah, it's something, right?
And all she's got to do is just push down on them like everyone does in or flip the burger that's clearly already done on the other side. That always happens.
Wait a minute. 1-800-PHONE-SEXY might be very all-inclusive.
Oh, yeah?
Because there was a link in the bottom that said advertiser, and I clicked on it and pulled up all their ads.
Okay.
And there's one that's called Meet JJ. Do they have gay sex? Oh, wait. Nope.
No.
I clicked on it. It's nothing but women.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm sure there's lines out there for, for mans.
Oh, I see.
Those commercials are probably amazing. Because picture like two guys doing that same commercial, like you sitting at home playing with your meat. I don't know. I got nothing.
Right, bro?
Yeah, right. I don't even know. I can't set it up. But
so the still of the dude was the hypothetical guy calling in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I honestly, like you were saying before we recorded, I can't believe that these things exist still.
Yeah. And I've been watching Ridiculousness on MTV for like the past, couple years, I think. Basically, year and a half, somewhere in that range. And I've seen them on other like late night Comedy Central stuff and whatever before that. So it's not like, so they're clearly doing okay. Or they wouldn't. I mean, I know late night TV ads are way cheap because when we had the shop, I was looking into the prices for like Adult Swim like through the middle of the night for maybe doing an advert for us, and it's real cheap.
Right.
But it was still like, there's got to be something to it, or they wouldn't keep advertising. So clearly people are calling, right? Which I don't fucking understand at all. Like. There's campsites out there. There's interactions through OnlyFans or whatever. It's like there's so many. It just seems like there's so many better ways. Hell, just go to a strip club. Well, I guess you can't.
I was gonna say I'm sure if I did the right amount of research, I could figure out who that dumb big titted blonde is and see her getting railed.
Yeah.
Yep. Because I'm guaranteed she's like an adult actress.
Yeah.
Just by the way she looks.
Yeah, most of them probably are.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm stereotyping her look.
Yeah. Well, one of them.
I'm pretty sure I'm right.
One that was in an ad they ran through like voting season to where she's dressed in like she's got like a red, white, and blue top hat and a corset, like a blue corset on, I think. And I think it's something like. The line was like, red, white, and blue, I want to talk to you.
Oh, God.
It was so bad. But anyway,
God.
the woman that was in...
Uncle Sam wants you to come all over your belly and pretend it's me.
The commercial she was in, like, I saw her and I'm like, I've seen her somewhere before. And then I realized, because I saw her again on Instagram on some model that I've followed forever. And apparently they're friends. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, that's so funny. I'm like, that's the woman from the 1-800 phone sexy commercial.
Like, I know her.
Yeah, it was so weird, So, yeah, I mean, and it makes sense, if you're doing, that kind of work anyway, why wouldn't you take on, hey, whatever pays the bills, I ain't mad at you.
I mean, I guarantee filming one of these commercials is way better than double anal.
Probably, yeah. I mean, unless you're really into double anal. I mean,
unless you're really into it, exactly.
Then they're like, she's like, okay, so where are the guys? They're like, oh no, we just need you to hold the tongs in this and say a sexy line or whatever. It's like,
and just read these cards.
Whoa, reading? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, like I don't read so good. So.
They're like, okay, you just stand in the background and then.
Yeah, exactly. Just suck on the sucker and try to look sexy.
Like, how funny would it be? And I want to make sure I'm pointing out, like, I'm making fun of the situation. I'm not shaming sex workers because, again, we've said on here before countless times, like, get your paper however you got to get it. I don't care.
Absolutely.
And I hate the way that sex workers are being targeted by, like, fucking Instagram and shit and having posts taken down and all that shit.
Yeah.
But I'm just picturing this scenario. Picture you're in this line of work. You show up the day of the shoot, right? And you just see, like, because some of these commercials, the girls really don't speak real well. Like, they're not good actresses,
We're all adults here.
And and it's like, can you imagine if you're one that your actual role in the commercial is, background girl 2, And, you know, and meanwhile, the one who's getting to speak is just terrible at it. And you're just like,
exactly.
This fucking bitch, you know,
yeah, this dumb bitch. Well, I'm sitting back here in a lounge chair getting sunburned in my tiny bikini.
Yeah. She's got to go through.
She can't even say, call 1-800-PHONE-SEXY.
Right. It's like, we're on take 25.
Jesus Christ.
She can't hold the tongs right. The director's got to keep going over there and giving her directions. She keeps holding them upside down.
Throating the hot dog.
Well, I mean, that might add to it, you know.
That might add to
Can you imagine in the background of one of these commercials, like you got like two of them up front, they're talking, just deep in the background, and you just see like them just doing like you know, fake deep throating or whatever, just for background effect, never calling attention to it.
Using a pool noodle like they have a giant dick.
Yeah. Yes.
Comic like you know, what the fuck was that? Billy Madison? I can't remember. It was a Happy Gilmore, whatever movie that was.
Right. I would love to see that. That would be so good. Just in the background, they're just fucking around because they didn't realize they were on camera at the time.
Exactly.
They thought they were shooting a different way, you know? Like, so they're just fucking around and they just leave it in because they don't want to reshoot it, you know?
Like, we can't afford another shoot, guys.
Yeah. She's like, fuck it. They're like, oh my God, she got the lines right. Okay, whatever it looks like, we don't care. That's the cut. Because I've seen some of these commercials over the years, like just the acting is so like almost like the cue card is right in front of the person, you know. Hi, call us sexy girls now, you know.
Yeah, you can see their eyeballs moving.
Oh, do you know what it reminds me of is what movie is that? Where the guy shows up and he's like, "Hi, I am selling magazines for my." What movie is that?
I can picture the scene, but I don't remember the movie.
But then they realize, like, they, you know, find out that he's actually fine. God damn it, what movie is that? I cannot remember it. Anyway, but that's what it reminds me of. Just somebody who's just putting on a terrible act. And I understand. Like, one of the silliest things, seriously, must be trying to act sexy on camera.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know what I mean? Because there's such a line between, well, there's multiple lines. Like, one is between sexy and crazy. And
true. Then
sexy and ridiculous.
It's the line I walk all the time.
Right.
Between sexy and crazy.
Yeah, that's it. But, you know, then there's also like the sexy and absurd to where it's like, oh God, this is just over the top. Like, this is just too much.
Yeah.
So I don't like a lot of.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm sure the women that know how to do it, those are the ones that are successful.
Sure.
Because like the women that are like, you know, I'm gonna be naughty. I'm naughty. You're like, just shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up. You know. Or they're just trying to be outrageous, just to be outrageous.
Like the guys who pretend that they're doms on Twitter, that all want to be called sir, and they have suit avies. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That have seen like 50 Shades of Grey, and they now think they're a dom. You know, like
I went to the hardware store and bought rope.
Yeah. Like, well, what kind of rope? Like, you probably bought the wrong rope.
I don't know, like boat rope.
Like, there's a difference between rope that's like, holy shit, am I being kidnapped and buried, versus like rope that you tie someone up with. Like, you know, you got to know these differences.
Yeah, fucking people.
Anyway,
fucking guys.
Anyway, I highly suggest checking these commercials out because they're just fun to laugh at. Do you know what I also found out? And I found this is there's been a bunch of commercials for RuPaul's Drag Race on, right? Which again, no hate, get it, girl. I don't care. Like, I've been to drag brunches. They're a blast. So much fun, right? But one of my favorite things is there's one of the commercials that shows like 4 or 5 of them, and they're like looking surprised. And I realized that surprised drag queens might be one of my favorite things to see.
Really?
Because they're all their makeup and hair and everything so over the top that when they also look shocked, it pushes that way, way up. You know, instead of just having a normal like, oh shit, like shock face, you're also like shocked. Plus you have a crazy amount of makeup and crazy hair going at the same time. It's almost cartoonish, and I love it. And I'm not making fun of it. I'm saying I actually really I think it's awesome. You know.
Well, let's see here.
I wish I could tell you what to call it.
I just Googled surprised drag queen, and yeah, they're pretty great faces.
Right? Yeah.
Except for this one. There's one face, dude. She looks like she's about ready to murder
Well,
some motherfucker.
well, I mean, I've been
I don't
surprised.
know why?
There's been times where I've been surprised where, I might have felt like I was going to murder someone.
Oh, that was just the still of it.
Oh,
Now
okay.
that it's animated, it's not as bad, but the still, it's
Yeah.
looks like straight death.
I just love to, because they also have like a dramatic cut in the commercials, essentially, to where it'll show, like, you'll see them looking one way, and then they look at the camera and they're like, what? Like, it's so, I love it so much. Every time the commercial comes on, I'm smiling by the end of it. Like I said, no hate whatsoever. I'm not making fun of
Right.
them at all. I actually just really enjoy just how over the top the whole thing is.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Oh, that
So-
felt amazing. You ever stretch out your feet so good that your life changes a little bit?
No, that's kind of, I mean,
No.
you're talking about like what is it? The culture of stretching your feet, right? Like instead of shrinking your feet, you stretch them.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying to get into tiny Japanese shoes.
That would be very strange.
Yeah.
I also kind of want to see that. Like, hey Tony, what's going on with them feet?
Like, shut up. Wait till I get my fucking kabuki robe.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
That would be
So
awesome.
you could be Sergeant Kabuki Man?
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
NYPD.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, what a terrible, great movie.
It is a terrible, great movie.
Or vice versa. Great, terrible movie. However you want to word it. I don't know.
Also that. Man, see, man.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's been my week. That's about what I got.
Oh, all
So-
right. You got any random nonsense?
No, I didn't even pull anything up because I honestly, going into it, I thought we were going to have, I thought I had sent myself more to talk about, and I didn't.
Well, I thought I had one, but due to certain news websites, I can't access the news article.
Oh, behind a paywall?
Yes.
Ooh.
So the headline was just some dude in Minnesota kicked in someone else's front door because he never responded to his Facebook friend request.
Wow.
I'm like, man, who's that obsessed with Facebook?
Seriously. Like, man.
Yeah.
Like, what are you getting paid by Facebook for how many friends you have? Like, what's
Jesus
going
Christ,
on?
right?
Yikes. Like, seriously, calm down, bud.
Well, I mean, I know you got another podcast to do tonight still because, in pure salty language fashion, we're way late again this week.
Truth. Yeah, because I had a brutal ass migraine on Monday. Like, you know what sucks? Like, we talked earlier in the day on Monday, and we were like, all right, well, normal time, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then I was sitting in my room, and I could kind of feel it coming on, and I'm like, fuck. So I took some Excedrin, because, sometimes if I can catch it early, I can stop it.
Right.
It did not work.
Head it off at the pass.
Did not work. Literally, it would be like me trying to stop, Derrick Henry of the Tennessee Titans from just steamrolling my ass and running for a touchdown.
Right.
Not happening. It basically,
Cue surprise drag face as
Yeah.
he's coming at you.
that migraine just stiff-armed me square in the face and pushed me straight into the ground.
Right.
Stepped on me. And then,
Bleeded you.
yeah, totally. And then just walked in to the end zone. So yeah, that was terrible.
And then, like we covered earlier, I got home from yesterday from work, and I felt like death in a zombie.
Yeah, which was pretty sweet.
Oh, man. Yeah. Good times.
Yep.
I really miss waking up when I'm supposed to wake up and not when my phone tells me to wake up.
Yeah.
That was pretty dope for a little while.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Them days is over, my friend.
Days is
Them
over.
days is over. All right. Well, I guess let's do some Q of the W then.
QW, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Well, last week we asked y'all that there's a clone of yourself who you need to murder. It has the same knowledge, memories, personality, and physique as you, is aware you are trying to kill them, and it is trying to kill you first. What is your plan? Well, Jeff from Hobie, he says, if I can get this to work. There it goes. He says, if it's a clone of me, I wouldn't be worried. He'd be too lazy to do anything. Which is probably the best answer if you're asking me.
Yeah. You end up just playing video games together.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Sweet couch co-op.
Like, hell to the yeah.
Yep.
And then Heno, he says, hire Tiny Harding to take out the clone me's bad knee, then grab the bat and finish her.
Wow. Dang. That's
right.
That's not phone sexy.
Just neeging him, I guess. Getting him.
Are you all right there?
I'll be all right.
I feel like you just...
Tell you, man, I feel like I'm like always tired right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what the the problem is? We had a humidifier that would like shoot that mist in here with and be all nice and like moist in the bedroom and stuff. And that motherfucker broke, and now I'm dry as a mug, to quote Chip Chipperson when I wake up.
I am not gonna lie, I do not ever want to hear you say bedroom ever again.
Yeah, that's the name of my band. It's gonna be my fucking my like, you know, like the band that sings covers of like Wicked Game by Chris Isaac.
Oh, nice. That's all you do is just different, like you do that song in different genres.
In different, yeah, exactly. Like, time for the reggae version, y'all. Get out the steel drums.
Yep. Yikes.
Anywho, Valerie, she says, convince the clone there's a yarn shop going out of business and all the yarn is free. Then poison clone Valerie's tea or stab her in the neck with a knitting needle.
Damn.
I thought I heard a free stash buster. Oh, shit.
Dang.
I think she's implying she's about to die by her clone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Well,
that'll learn her.
Yeah, I mean, it was kill or be killed. So, what
kill or be killed.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Big Dev, who, according to Facebook, has a little diamond by his name, is our top fan on Facebook. So, bravo to you, Big Dev.
Yeah, you win the no prize.
Exactly, Excelsior.
Yeah.
He says, head to the liquor store. We'll both be too distracted by the booze we want. So no one dies, everyone gets drunk. It's slow death by liver destruction. That's what that is.
That's a great album, by the way. Slow Death and Liver Destruction is the band name.
Yes. Accurate.
Can't get enough of their stuff.
Indeed, right?
That's awesome.
But yeah, that's all I have on Face page.
All right.
So if I whip over to the Instas, a podcast, the Sandler Pit, liked our status.
Okay.
No one answered on Face page, Brian. No one answered on Face page. That's not Face page. Insta page.
Yeah, since they're owned by the same company. Yeah.
I mean, it might as well be.
Right. The Disney.
It's funny, they're owned by the same company. I adore Instagram. I despise
Facebook.
Right?
I know. I spend almost no time on Facebook. I spend the majority, I find myself now spending more time probably on Instagram than Twitter or the others. So that has shifted for me.
It's like a family, and you're like, you know, the one son's real cool.
Yeah.
The other one's a fucking douche.
Yeah. Twitter's become the racist uncle. So.
Oh boy, has it.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I don't even go to Twitter anymore unless it's for our salty language group. I'll be honest.
Yeah. I'm on there. Like, if I go on there, it's only for the groups I'm in. Like, I rarely look at the timeline. I've written a few tweets over the last few weeks that, I enjoy, but like most of my tweets, they get like 2 likes, and whatever power I used to have on Twitter is absolutely gone now. Like,
the power.
I used to be able to get 40 likes on a tweet. Now I'm lucky if I get like 10.
Yeah,
I think a lot of it's because like through so much of this year, I just didn't give a shit about Twitter. Like I didn't feel like writing tweets.
Right. Totally understandable.
Yeah. So whatever. It's all right. It's cool. I always did it for me anyway. So.
Right.
There's all sorts of diamonds in the rough over there, and no one will ever see you. All right. So I forgot to pull up Cheeto's answer. Whoopsies. Sorry. Come on. Oh my god, this is taking forever to open. Just once, man. Just one time.
Just once. But it'll never work that way for you.
Nope.
Never.
Nope. Jeez. Okay, here we go. What is my plan to murder a clone that has the same everything as I do? Poison that bitch's peanut butter. Hashtag dead Cheeto. And he spelled it dead cheat as in CHEATO. And he put, see what I did there? He's a clone. Get it? Drops Mike. Poison's own peanut butter. That's the key. Is I picture Cheeto scene is basically going to be the poison scene from Princess Bride.
Yes.
But they're both him, and it's two things of peanut butter.
I mean, if I recall, I don't think I've played a sound clip yet today. Oh, here you go.
God damn it. I love it. Oh, really quick, salty follow-up. You remember forever ago, as a Shut Up and Take My Money, I mentioned the Princess Bride adventure game? It's like a board game.
Yes.
Target carries it.
Oh, do they now?
Yeah, so I've been keeping my eye on it to see if any point either A, it goes on clearance, which would be awesome, or if it's just on sale at any point. Or if they have a board game sale or something,
Right.
Because I would really, really like to get it and play it, but, it's like $30, so I kind of want to.
I mean,
I've heard it's got limited replay values, so I don't really want to spend $30.
Is it like one of those things that you can kind of single player it too?
I don't know, but I mean,
one of those weird ones,
I don't know. Yeah, if not, I mean, I can. I'm sure I can call 1-800-PHONE-SEXY and we can play.
How funny would that be? Like, hey, big boy, what can I help you with? I really just need to know if you guys have played the Princess Bride board game.
If not, do you want to play right now?
Yeah, do you want to?
Wait.
For the next 3 minutes and 20 seconds?
Would you like to play a game?
It would be great just to call up those lines just for dumb shit.
I'm sure there's people who do for the how there's women that offer the girlfriend experience.
Oh yeah.
That kind of a thing. It wouldn't shock me at all if people call these lines for stuff like that.
Well, I mean, call them up and be like, hey, my name is, I don't know.
Matthias.
Fucking name.
Matthias.
Yeah. Matthias?
Yeah. I just wanted something that wasn't going to sound sexy.
Yeah, hi, you called Matthias. How can I help you? You'd be like, I'm just, I've never made ham slices in my air fryer. And I'm just, have you, or should I put them in my waffle iron?
Oh my God.
What is the better method here?
Oh
Matthias?
my God. So what you do is you go to Ask Reddit, or not Ask Reddit, but one of those Fix My Appliance threads on Reddit. And you just pull questions from that or support forums, and you call them and ask them you're asking questions like you were just saying, you're calling the Butterball hotline at Thanksgiving.
Exactly right.
Hey, my turkey's still half frozen. How long do I have to cook it so that it'll cook evenly?
Well, the only thing we're interested in popping out isn't a thermometer. Yeah, enough of that. But I'm serious.
Yeah. I really need to know. This is a developing situation here.
The thermometer hasn't popped, but the wings are starting to burn on it. What do I do?
Well, what you want to do, stud, is tent that bird.
Hey, big boy, wrap it in foil.
Sorry, I don't believe.
Shit, Matthias, you're so helpful.
Sorry, I don't believe in wrapping things up. Oh my God. This is
shit.
all right. I need some funding so that we can get this to work because that's what I want to do. I want to call phone sex lines and ask them like tech support questions and shit like that. Oh.
That would be hilarious, right?
Yep. Or better yet, here's what we do. We need to just find somebody who does like phone sex work, have them be part of the podcast, have people submit questions to us to submit to them.
Oh, that would be funny.
And then they answer them seductively.
You're funny.
Ah, man. Good shit.
Oh, my good God.
All right. Anyway, back to the Q of the W.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we were doing a thing.
Yeah. All right. So 1 through 19.
Oh, shoot. Well, I guess we'll go to my old friendly favorite here. Pick a number between 1 and 19.
The answer is 17.
Okay.
Answer is 17, Brian.
All right. This is a real tough one. You ready?
Okay.
If you punch yourself and it hurts, what are you? Strong or weak?
Oh, jeez. Oh, foolish. Why would you punch yourself?
Fine answer, but
Shit. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't know how you even win this situation.
yeah.
Here,
Right.
you know.
Yep.
Because it's like, one, why would you punch yourself? What are you trying
Right.
to prove?
Well, you're trying to just figure out if you're strong or weak. Duh.
I mean, I guess.
So
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna go with. I'm
Okay.
gonna go with strong
Uh-huh.
because to punch yourself enough to hurt, you really have to be like convicted to do it.
But do you? What if you barely punch yourself and it hurts?
Well, if you barely put any power behind it and you're like, oh God, well, get the sand out of your crevices and such,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I mean, if you like hit yourself at, full volume or whatever
Yeah.
you want to call it,
Right.
that's not strong because you hit yourself. It's strong because you've made yourself hit yourself at full strength.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I guess now are we discussing are you talking about strong and weak as a physical or mental situation here?
Well, it didn't specify, my guy. I'm lawyering this shit up.
Obviously that's the whole point of this question is you can lawyer the fuck out of this one.
Oh yeah, and I am by saying
Yeah.
you're strong because you hit yourself hard enough to hurt.
Because my first question would be, well, how hard did I hit myself? Like
Right.
full strength, and I don't mean like in any proportional manner, but did I give it everything I have? Like I'm gonna just crush my quad with my fist, like it's
Right.
the cover of Vulgar Display of Power, or
Yeah, exactly.
or am I just giving myself a little love tap?
Or are you like hammer fisting right into your balls?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that too, I guess, would be something. Depends on where you hit, right? Because
Oh,
I
for
mean,
sure.
you can lightly hit your balls and feel like you got hit by a truck,
Oh God, that's the
Yeah.
worst, right?
right? But you can hit your thigh pretty hard and not really hurt,
Right.
because that big ass muscle all up in there,
Exactly. Right.
So yeah, I'm with you on that. I think I like where you went with this though. Is I think I'm gonna go with if you can muster up the okay, I'm gonna hit myself as hard as I can, and then afterwards you're like, if it hurts, you're like, well, I did hit myself as hard as I can.
Right.
Right.
Like if you got the testicular fortitude,
Yeah.
to hit yourself as hard as you can, then you're strong.
Right. So I'll just call it I understand this is a really stupid question. I just like the fact that you can lawyer the fuck out of this and approach this literally however you want to on this one. 'Cause
Right.
there is no there's no firm parameters on it. So as a result, you're going to be able to go wherever you want.
For sure. Yeah.
So enjoy. So once again, if you punch yourself and it hurts, what are you? Strong? Weak?
Yeah. Show us what you got. Where is it? There it is.
Show me
There
what
you
you got.
Yeah, there's a question like that on one of the Pinky in the Brains where Pinky asked Brain, he's like, if you eat yourself, are you twice as big or twice as small? I believe he says.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Or do you, what is it? I got it wrong. It's like, do you double in size or I don't remember. But anyway, it was,
Dying.
same kind of philosophical bullshit question,
Right.
But we love it.
Indeed.
So there you go. There's a Q of the W of the week. Well, God. There's your ATM machine. Fucking A. There's your Q of the W. It's been a long day.
You'll be all right, Brian. You'll be all right.
It's been a long day.
Has been a long day.
God damn. Now I got fucking... Oh, God, I don't even remember the name of the band now. Boy. Wow. Matchbox
Hall
20.
& Oates.
No, it was Matchbox 20. Ugh.
You sure it wasn't Hall & Oates?
I wish it was Hall & Oates. Criminy.
Bro, if I was
Hall &
a
Oates.
fucking truck driver and I was moving grain, my truck would be called Hall & Oates.
That's so fucking awful.
I'm just saying.
Well, there's... Wait. Can we have a food truck where we serve various types of oatmeal and call it Hall & Oates?
Oh, shit, son.
Because that's literally all we're hauling in the truck is oats and shit.
I mean, I'm kind of shook by that, honestly.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
And we'll just
That is a
blast
fire
Hall & Oates.
name.
Nothing but Hall & Oates from the speakers.
I love it. Hall & Oates.
Because,
I love it.
I'll have like AirPods or whatever in to listen to something else. Because after a while, I'll want to murder someone. But
Yeah, there's only so many times you can listen to Hall & Oates songs on repeat before you want to, like, dive headfirst in a hot oatmeal.
Right. Which sounds really lewd, by the way, doesn't it?
It does.
It's not. But...
Yeah, baby, I'm going to dive headfirst in your hot oatmeal. What? Like, yeah, Matthias. Here I come.
Fucking Matthias is a guy's name, too.
I know, right?
Yeah. Oh,
it's a biblical guy's name.
I know.
Even.
One last thing.
What are you on the sex line for, Matthias?
I got bills. I watched on I don't know, whatever it's called now. It used to be ABC Family. They had the new Lion King on. The Jon Favreau directed, like, more realistic animated, like, not cartoon one.
Right.
And man, I'll tell you what, and like, nobody loves the Lion King like I do, basically. Yeah. Like, I've seen that movie hundreds of times. I quote it during the movie. I sing the songs, all the bullshit, right? So this just didn't have the heart of the cartoon. Like, there was just something missing from this. It looked beautiful. Like, it's gorgeous. Like, the animation and everything is amazing. And there's some, like, they took a bunch of gags out. Like, the hyenas are different. Because they're cast different. Like, the hyenas this time are Eric Andre, Keegan Michael Key. Oh shit, I forgot who the others are. But there's like the woman, the one basically playing the one that Whoopi Goldberg played is more dramatic and stuff. And there's a good back and forth between Eric Andre and Keegan Michael Key. God damn, I cannot fucking talk.
You'll be all right, Brian.
And,
promise you'll be all right.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But missing some of the, like, the one where, Scar's like, we're going to kill the king or whatever. And they're like, no king, la, 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 la. Like, that's not in there. A lot of that silliness is not.
Right.
And Timon and Pumbaa are good because that's Billy Eichner and Seth Rogen. They had a nice, they do a good job and stuff. But there's just some of the things in the movie that I thought were some of the just really good gags in it and stuff weren't there. They added some in, but they took some out, and whatever. But, it was awesome that James Earl Jones was still Mufasa.
Right.
But, no Ed. Ed's like my favorite character from the thing. He's the crazy hyena.
Now, what probably would have made it better, especially with Jon Favreau behind it?
Mandalorian?
Yep, Baby Yoda.
Yep, Grogu, yeah.
Yep, you just hear a little Booweeyoo. There's, like, Mando in the background.
Yep. Like when they go to fight Scar when Simba comes back. Sorry, spoilers. When Simba comes back, he's got the fucking like that's the scene. It's an episode of Mandalorian where Simba comes to him and is like, Mando, I need your help, and he's like I don't get involved in family wars or whatever, and he's like, but without you, we can't overtake the hyenas, and he's like, hyenas? Why didn't you say there were hyenas? I'm in. And then
offers them up some sweet Beskar.
Right. Wait, Beskar?
Oh,
no,
shit.
But so then they show up and, literally it's just him just fucking flamethrowing and just fucking
using
shooting
little birds and shit.
Yeah, shooting hyenas. Like, fuck. Like, I'm in for this. Let's do this.
I just, I love it. Just hear the Booweeyoo. Be grand.
Oh man, that'd be awesome. Anyway, I'll say this, like, it's worth a watch just for the visual of it, but the guy that they got to play Scar, I don't know. I like Jeremy Irons better in the role, and whatever. I don't know. I'm just I think I'm so in love with the cartoon that this just probably didn't have a chance to hold up to me.
Chiwetel Ejiofor?
Okay.
That's who played Scar.
Oh, he was in
It's in 12 Years a Slave.
Yeah. I was gonna say I knew his name. I just couldn't think of where I had heard it before.
Yeah.
There's the cast is really strong. It just didn't do it for me. So
right.
If you're a purist of The Lion King like I am, then you probably won't enjoy it. Or you might enjoy it, but it's not going to hold up as well to the original. So there you go.
Right.
That's it.
So
wasn't.
what I'm hearing is fuck live action Lion King.
Yeah. I mean, if you're telling me, hey, we're watching Lion King, I'm like, it better be the cartoon. So
right. Because this one, The Mandalorian.
Fuck
what?
yeah.
Like, you haven't seen my YouTube channel?
Yeah. I'm in for that. I'm going to have to, let's see, I got Funko Pops of most of the Lion King ones. I could get a couple Mando ones.
Bro, if you made a Funko Pop Lion King.
Like stop motion.
Stop motion, exactly. Or just not even stop motion, just have your hands in there, going, moving them and stuff.
Oh my God. Yeah, just playing the audio from the movie. Until it gets to the part where I need to put the Mando parts in, because that's not going to be till the end.
I need you doing all the voices.
Oh. Do you know how much I want to do this now?
You know how much I want you to do this? Salty Language Pod.
Okay. Yeah, go to our Patreon. If we can get enough Patreon donations.
Wait, do we still have one? I don't even know.
Yeah, we do. We never got rid of it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. If I could get some Patreon donations, because I'm gonna need to buy some Funko Pops. I don't have the only pop I have from the Mandalorian is Moff Gideon with a glow in the dark dark saber.
I mean, that's pretty dope,
right? Oh, speaking of, all right, this seriously, this is the last thing because we're over 2 hours anyway. We got to stop. But
oh shit, are we?
Yeah,
we got to record our podcast.
I know,
5 minutes.
I know, you're right. So
what the fuck are you doing?
Real quick, shut up and take my money. You know how they have those awesome replica?
That's not shut up and take my money.
No, trust me, that's appropriate.
Okay.
You know how they have those replica lightsabers?
Yeah.
That you turn on and it glow. Not the toy ones in Target and shit, but the ones that are $200. They're making a dark saber one.
That's awesome.
And it's got a rechargeable battery in it and all this. Dude, it looks fucking cool. It's $200 though, or $150, something I want one so bad, but also I'm not going to get one because it's too much money.
Right, fair enough.
They do make a toy dark saber also.
I've seen that too.
They're $20.
Cool.
They're $20. I almost bought one the other day.
Yeah, right.
And then I'm like, what are you doing? I don't have any other lightsabers. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I mean, I did see the dark saber table lamp, and I thought that was cool.
Yeah. So, Mandalorian has definitely, I think, rejuvenated Star Wars for a lot of people because I think it was kind of cooling for a bit there. Like the toys were sitting on shelves, all that kind of stuff. Then the Mandalorian shit happened, and all of a sudden, pretty much everything Star Wars seems to be selling again.
Yeah.
So that they need to give Jon Favreau a good high five or something for saving it. And once I get him to direct my Lion King Mando crossover,
your vision.
Yeah, this will be, because I mean, I'm not a trained director. I need somebody who has the actual chops to direct. I mean, clearly I'll do all the voices in the
definitely
moving of the Funko Pops, but I need a legit director signed on.
If you need the soundtrack, I'm there for you.
Yeah, you're gonna be my my gaffer. All right. With that, head on over to saltylanguage.com. All the show links will be there. The link to the phone sexy commercials and whatnot. You'll be able to find that over there because if we put that in the show notes, God, I almost said yoo-hoo.
Goddamn, Brian.
Fucking A. And I have another podcast to go. This is going to be a good night.
You'll be all right.
YouTube will take it down because they'll probably deem it as pornographic. So I don't know if,
they're silly geese.
Yeah, so it probably won't be there. But go check the site if you want to find the link, or maybe I'll tweet it out just so it'll be there. All the other episodes we've done are there. You can check all that out. The network that we're part of, you can find a link for that there. You got the drop for that?
Oh, shit. My bad. Told you, dude. I'm out of it.
Tangent-Bound Entertainment. Go check them out and tell them that Tony misses you, Mark.
God damn it, Mark. I haven't seen him post anything on fucking TikTok in a while either. What's up?
Dude, that's where the Lion King thing needs to go.
I mean, it's true. And it would go over well,
honestly. Probably
I'm
would.
Pretty sure.
It probably would. Maybe I'll have to consider this. I will have to get a few pops, though, because I don't have any Grogu pops. I don't have any Mandalorian ones. So I'd have to get a few to, shore some of that up. Anyway.
Right.
Anyway. So, yeah, go check all that stuff out. If you want to hit us up on social media, you can find the show on Twitter at salty_language. You can find me at Stunami on Twitter and on Instagram.
You can find me at The Monotony on the Twitters. Well, actually, I'm there, but you probably won't find me. And if you really want to find me, look on it's Monotony on Twitter.
Yeah.
The Monotony on Instagram. My bad.
Right.
And then Salty Language on TikTok as well.
Yeah. All right. So with that, have a beer. You'll be fine.
Stay salty.
I was hoping you were going to say stay moist in the bedroom.
that would have been a funny one.
Yeah.
But I'm just pretending to be funny right now.
Right. Well, I'll say it then. So stay moist in the bedroom.
And, Booweeyoo or whatever.
That's going to be the show title. Booweeyoo!